Pisces, what is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Deborah with Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is our reading for December for Purusha Intuitive. So you can be Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. I always just say if the message resonates with you, then it's meant for you. You know, we embody all the energies, all the vibes. Just certain times, certain things are a little bit more dominant in our being. So keep that in mind, you know. All right, I hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Everything health, wellness, working to build and grow content. We do daily readings, astrology, and everything health and well-being. So check it out. All right, so photograph. So reminiscing, kind of looking at the past, missing certain things, certain connections that you had. I feel like there is kind of a certain someone coming to your mind. You know, you guys might be in a period of separation, not talking, etc. But there's definitely, and I feel like it's actually coming on both ends. We'll definitely look into that a little bit more, but it feels like it's coming from both sides, from you and them. And obviously this time of year, we're nearing the holidays. It brings up a lot of stuff, right? You guys might end up meeting up, you know, for some coffee. Look into that. But I think this is also you kind of relying on your friends, your support group. This person might contact you. We'll look at, like I said, we'll look into that a little bit more. But it looks like you are kind of, you know, like I said, you're not. I think that looking at the past, this person, you know, it stirs up a lot. I feel like you do miss them. Like I said, they might even reach out, which actually is what ends up stirring this stuff up. Or if you're sensitive enough and you can feel them, their energy, etc., you're definitely picking something up. What I like though is you do kind of keep coming back to yourself, you know, and I think that's important because I think there might be an element of allure, attraction to this person, this relationship. And in reality, I don't know that it's specifically the healthiest for you, you know? And you probably know that. You can feel that. But if we haven't completely released someone, if we haven't completely healed from, you know, a prior relationship, etc., it makes sense that it would be coming up. This energy has been, you know, throughout all the readings, all the zodiac readings. So, and again, like I said, it's very typical for this time of year. What I like is that you are kind of focused on what you're doing, your own success, you know. You, like I said, you do, it does look like you have someone new in the picture that you're dealing with. But this is also about, you know, like a lot of times when we start dating someone new, especially if we have a stronger connection with that individual, it can obviously, like I said, it can stir up stuff from the past. We end up looking at reflecting on old relationships. And so it is coming through that maybe you're being like a little bit like on the defensive with this person. But I feel like this is also you protecting your energy from that past situation. But for some reason, it's coming through very heavily for you right now. Let's look into that, Pisces. Let's see what's up. Okay, what is this? Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Number one, this is not a fun person to be dealing with. So this to me, it's like the chains that bind us, so to speak, right? That kind of, the things that maybe we get too wrapped into. It's that person that just is like our Achilles heel, right? Like our weakness. And usually this is also the person that's like very triggering for us, you know? So these are like the unhealthy, the toxic relationships where there is that dance, the push, the pull, the control, the manipulation, you know, kind of like, and this is how that person is. And I feel like they know, like I said, how to lure you in. This might have been someone that you've shared relationship with for quite some time. Like maybe one of those people that it's just kind of hard to get out of your system. Like I said, like under your skin, you know? And I feel like, yeah, I mean, it's just not, it's, to me, this is holding on to like the fantasy versus what it actually was. Because there is something intoxicating about this person, right? A lot of times when we deal with these types of people, we have these connections that, you know, you can't deny. It's, I mean, in my opinion, if we're getting down to the psychoanalytical part, it's that karmic connection, right? It's meant to be, but it's more about teaching us lessons about how we love ourselves, how we align with ourselves, etc. But these are like sometimes the most enticing and seductive relationships. But it's interesting because if you look at that Five of Cups energy, it's the morphine, it's the cyanide on those bottles. And to me, it's kind of like, it might feel so good, but it is like, it's almost like the only way that you could ever function in a relationship like this is, you know, by being kind of like not present with the world, you know, by being kind of inundated, because this is incredibly low vibey energy. But for some reason right now, you're idealizing them. I mean, this is normal, this happens, but it's important for you, again, to keep kind of putting that time, that attention on yourself. And honestly, I would encourage you to maybe even put relationships on hold or take it really, really slow if you are seeing someone, because it does feel like a strong connection. It does feel like a good connection, but you're not 100% there yet, right? You're still kind of functioning out of this space of like, well, I'm doing what's best for me. You know, it's more of a selfish energy, but I don't say that in disrespect. It's good for you to be selfish right now. But you want to make sure that like you're not bringing someone into that like inappropriately with that lover's energy, because honestly, that's what this person would do to you, right? Have you on their little string, dangle the carrot, etc. And you don't want to repeat that and then turn around and do that to someone else. And that's kind of where this element of friend, relationship, sorry, I picked them up all janky. Friend, relationship, like having that, the people that do really support you is so important right now, because that's going to actually keep you like incredibly grounded. It's going to help you, I feel like, kind of lessen these defenses. Like I said, I feel if you are seeing someone right now, just take it slow, one step at a time. Let's look at that, because this does feel like a good connection. Oh yeah, sorry. You're still going through it, right? You're still going through those changes. You're still kind of grounding into the new. You're not really ready to put your eggs in one basket. You know, you might even be testing this person a little bit, is what I'm hearing, this new person. Or if you have someone new come in, I don't see you, if you're single, I don't see you putting yourself out there specifically, but you are kind of attracting attention, you know, especially because you are, I mean, you're looking good. You're stepping it up, you know, putting that energy into like how you feel and your appearance, and you know, making sure that you're putting your best foot forward, you know, and that's very attractive. That often draws in, you know, a lot of interesting suitors, suitresses, depending on who you are. I don't know if that's a word, you know. And I think it's a good space for you to be, because obviously, like we talked about, this relationship, what you left, it has been very painful, very toxic, you know, but you still need to be gentle with yourself. We want to make sure that we're not carrying old energy into new relationships, because then that can be kind of like a sabotaging energy or self-destructive. And I see you, Pisces, working really hard to make positive choices for yourself. And that's not always easy, right? Especially when, you know, Piscean energy is incredibly watery. It's very intuitive. You connect so deeply with that emotional part. And that's also why this person has been able to control and manipulate your emotions, right? Making you feel crazy, some gaslighting, maybe not for all of you, but this is like, it's just a very, just like icky energy is what I keep hearing. They're reaching out. They're reaching out, but I think they're reaching out, but it's like, I feel like, again, that's kind of where you go back to friends, your support circle, family, etc. And you're just saying, you know, I think you're kind of seeking out that advice. They're gonna help you stay on course. They're gonna help you stay grounded, you know. It is gonna provoke a lot of emotion, and sometimes, like I said, because you are a watery energy, that can be the hardest thing. This can almost be, like I said, that self-sabotage or that downfall, because, you know, with Piscean energy, it is kind of going into the depths. It's the high highs and it's the low lows, you know, and feeling like just all the feelings, like very raw, very acutely, etc. But this isn't about... So, and honestly, that's exactly when this person steps in. When you are feeling vulnerable, you know, they know the pattern, they know how to orchestrate, they know how to get in there, etc. And this is basically saying that, like, you know, if you're operating from this space of being a little bit more defensive or not letting people in, or, you know, safeguarding, which is such a natural reaction, especially after being in relationship with someone like this. You know, that's, again, going back to, that's where this becomes such an important energy for you. Support. I don't know why I can't get that right today. But just support, healthy choices, you know, eating well, like, maybe not overindulging in whatever capacity, just having a good routine, etc. All that stuff is going to keep you incredibly grounded, you know, because otherwise it might, you know, this is a pretty energy. It's easy to get kind of sucked into, you know, the glitz and the glamour. Let's be friends. Let's play nice. You know, let me kind of like work my way in, schmooze you a little bit. Yeah, that love, dude. And a lot of times, especially if you are seeing someone new, these people can feel the energy releasing, you know, letting go, moving on. And I do feel like that's true, because you are putting so much time and intention towards your health and well-being. And they can feel that. They can energetically feel that change happening. Like, they don't have the same leverage as what they used to, and this is basically saying don't give that back to them. You're on a new path. You have to just look at things. Okay, so this is, you know, it's Libra energy. It's not directly across from you on the zodiac, but it reminds me of your opposite, right? So Piscean energy, it's all about our intuition, our emotion, our feeling, and kind of the dance that we play in that, right? Where this is more the practical, it's the judicial, it's logical, it's governed by air, thought, using our intellect, and that's what this is saying. You know, don't get too sucked into like the emotional parts of it. Easier said than done, 100%. But that's where that value is. The more that we surround ourselves by self-care, supportive people, any type of just positive environment that's aligning us with this new beginning we're stepping into, that's what's going to make you successful, right? That's what's going to kind of not make this old situation, look so tempting, you know? Because it's the same, they're bringing in the same type of dynamic, right? They're bringing in, and I think you're going to see it for what it is. Like, it's basically saying, like, they go from having this stronghold over you, this way to kind of control and manipulate, to you just seeing it as like, this is like little boy energy to me. It reminds me of just like, you know, immaturity. It's not going to feel so attractive. It's like, oh, like that's what it is. Like, oh, you get it. You see it for what it is. So I do feel like I said, you're on a good path. It is really positive. This person is open to you, is open to relationship, but it's like this old, so I love that confirmation right there. Self-care. The more you care for yourself, the more you're going to kind of see that this is, release it. Let it go, baby. I love that. The cards never lie. Sorry, that was my baby child. But you got this, Pisces. It's your test right now is just not letting your emotions get the best of you. Like I said, that's like way easier said than done. But you're on the right path. You're doing the right things. Keep pushing forward. And you got this. You're going to move through it. And like I said, this amazing love relationship it's here. You know, it's here for you. It's just not letting this other person take that from you. So I hope this helped, sending you lots of love and blessings to whatever you're navigating through. Thank you so much for your time and energy and tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, you know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. If you want me to look into your personal situation, definitely check out my services below. Otherwise, look at the content. I'm so happy to have you here. Drop comments below. Let's create and build the community. All right, lots of love and blessings, Pisces. Have a great day.